What's up, my fabulous love bug goodies? Welcome back to your channel and to my kitchen, how to cook. I'm gonna turn up this kitchen showing you how to cook crispy fried fish, steamed crackers, and okra Jamaican style. If you're new to my channel and you're watching me cooking for your first time, make sure you subscribe and then turn on your post notification to be reminded every time your girl upload videos like this, and they are always good. So are you ready to see me cook? Well, let's cook.
You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari, why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days and when him feed you. You know when no obligation but to owe him some respect. All you need to do is just give him wine to get turn your back on your brother.
Okay, goodie, you ready for cook? Let's cook. Now I have my fish right here. I'm only doing 2 fish today. We're gonna make sure to wash them fish there with salt, lemon juice, and vinegar. Be sure that you wash your fish, clean it up really good. When you get done doing that, make sure you get all that excess water from it, from the outside of the fish into the inside of the fish. Make sure you get all the water out because you're going to have splashing and the fish is not going to come out right if you go fry it with water all over the place. So make sure you get all that water off. Now this is my seasoning of choice. Let's walk through it. We are going to use paprika, garlic powder, fish seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, salt, and all-purpose season / combo season, whatever you have. Now you want to give that a good mixed combination, and I'm not going to be using all the seasoning on the fish. I'm going to actually leave some back to complete the rest of the recipe later on. Now to season your fish, you want to make sure you have those slits in the fish, and you want to in fact stuff those slits with the seasoning, because when you fry that fish, it is going to be critical for flavor. So make sure that you in fact cut the fish like that, slits on the fish, and season it thoroughly, because yeah, we're talking flavor up in here. And the most important thing when you're seasoning fish for frying like this, you want to be sure to go in and pack the seasoning inside. Don't be afraid for open up the fish, open up the fish goodie and get them seasoned all up in the nicks and cranny and granny and so season up them fish, cause seasoned fish for deep frying is turned all the way up when it's done properly. All right, so make sure say do the thing good, don't rush, nobody rush the thing. Right now, that is the season that I'm leaving for later on, so we're gonna need that for sure. Okay, now what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna go ahead, get a plastic wrap and cover it up and just let it sit down and butter it for about 30 minutes. Moving right along, we are going to need this crackers thing we are dealing with today, right? You're gonna need a pack of water crackers. I'm using the Excelsior brand. Do not use soft crackers. No, use that. You need the hard water crackers, the Jamaican crackers. Now this is my veggie plate right here, and you can't skip none of them thing here. Skeleton thyme, onion, and carrot, and that is how I choose to cut the carrots. If you don't want to cut it that way, just cut it how you want it. In fact, you're going to need your okra. Make sure you clip top and bottom of your okra. Wash it nice and clean. You're going to also need a garlic, fresh garlic. Now I'm using 4 cloves of garlic and 1 little hot scotch bonnet pepper right there. So the little pepper they're very hot, it's bad, and bell pepper. Now you're also going to need 1 cup of coconut cream and about 3 tablespoons of butter, unsalted butter I'm using here, and vinegar, cause homegirl love vinegar. Now in this platter is going to be my flour mix. I'm going to insert everything that I use for this down below, but I did add some cornmeal, right? Go ahead and give it a good mix and a good spin, just to get the cornmeal combined well with the flour and all the other spices that I added to it. And once again, I will list all the ingredients right here and what I added to the flour mix. Okay, so you're set. Now, critically, I saw when you are making extra crispy fried deep fried, let me say deep fried fish goodie, you want to be careful how you pat it. When you pat that flour mix into the fish, you're going to have the crispiest fish in your kitchen ever. Just go ahead and shake it off and pat it again. Shake it off and pat it again. When I'm doing deep fried fish like this, I always like to cover it after I season my fish. That way the fish starts to produce natural juices, so that will help the flour mix to cling on the fish like this. Very, very critical, right? Fried crispy fish, perfect. Now your oil is also critical. Make sure that your oil is extremely hot when you are frying fish like this. When you're deep frying fish like that, if you put it in a cold oil, forget about it. A flan fish you got right yourself. Now it's going to take about 9 to 10 minutes total frying time for your deep fried fish like this, extra crispy. That is what it's going to look like in 5 minutes. Hot oil. Just flip it and just make it fry properly. 10 minutes, at least 350 degrees in each. You're going to have perfect, extra crispy, crunchy, deep fried fish. Any kind of fish, deep fried. Perfect. And the flavor is going to be to the roof. Inside of the fish is going to be nice and filled with flavor and crispy and crunchy, just like the outside. You see what I'm saying? That's what me I talk about, goodie. And that me I talk about. I saw your fish supposed to look crispy, crunchy. You see all them little crunch, they have beer flavor upon it. Perfection. Perfection, right? And this right here is my second fish, and you can see how inside of that fish is all fried and crispy, just like it is on the outside. So you want the thing to set. I just set that aside. Now we are moving along, making our flavorful steamed crackers and okra. In the pot I added some oil, any kind of oil you want to use, and added the chopped garlic to it, and I allow the garlic to toast up a little bit and start clear flavor pop right here. So then I went in and added all the veggies, the onion and all the other good stuff. Just go ahead and just pour it all up on top of the garlic and the oil, right? To that you want to go in and add a cup of the coconut oil, the coconut milk, the coconut milk, the milk. You go ahead and pour that in on the thing, right? And then you are going to add the vinegar, cause you know me love my vinegar, you know. So me went in and add about a teaspoon of that vinegar, apple cider vinegar, right? Now after I did that, I went in and add the remaining of the seasoning that I had seasoned the fish with earlier when I did leftover. Me use that right there. So I added the 3 tablespoons of butter to the mix. Then I gave it a nice little spin and a nice little twirl. And guess what? I allowed it to cook for about 3 or 4 minutes. Now after that 3 or 4 minutes, I went in with my fish tea flavored soup mix, and I'm using the Grace brand here, right? Go in and just pour all of that goodness up on top of that thing there, because guess what? More of my crackers have flavor. Now we want to cook all that and make it as a combination, so I added a half a cup of water to the mix. Now I did allow it to cook for 5 minutes. 5 minutes only on low to medium heat. After that 5 minutes of cooking time, everything is combined. All the flavor from the soup mix is all up in my okra them, and it's time to add my crackers. Go in and add any amount of crackers where you want to add to this, because goodie, the thing will taste nice. You want to turn the heat down just a little bit though on low heat, because you want those crackers to soak up into them flavorful sauce right there. So gravy turn up loud. Now, just to give it a little bit of color, just a tad bit, I did go in and add a little bit of paprika on top of those crackers. And then I did go in again with some dried parsley, and that is optional, but you know me always I do a thing extra, so me added the dried parsley. Now get the flavorful flavors all up on the crackers, and remember your fire should be turned down on low heat right here. Everything is combined. You just want those crackers to have the flavor of that flavorful gravy we have a go on this, alright? At this step, you're all done. Just go ahead and shut off the heat. You're good to go because you don't want to have flan crackers, overcooked crackers. You just want the crackers to have the flavor. Yes, boo. When I was done and I put it on the plate, I saw the thing set right there. So, turned all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. Good. The thing was nice. Nice, man. I tell you now, you have to think twice on this because the thing nice. Now, if you like the recipe, thumbs it up, share it with your friends and family. Spread the love, good. Come in a selfish. Tell them what's going over here. Bring them, come and send them come. After you subscribe and turn on notification, tell me where you want to have me cooking in my kitchen next. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy.